what is Angela Merkel's role going to be here? I mean, she has typically been, since the election of Donald Trump, kind of the leader of the free world at these big summits. Does she continue to hold that mantle?
I think she's going to try and continue with that, definitely. But she's going to try and seek unity, certainly alongside the Europeans, alongside Emmanuel Macron. But really, something that all of the six, apart from Trump, can agree on is about the necessity to try and ameliorate the effects of the trade war. They're all suffering, and Germany, of course, with its export-oriented economy, is suffering more than most. And so that's at least one issue where they can agree a common position, with the obvious caveat of what does the US president think?
Well, one thing we know that he thinks is that America should buy Greenland. I wonder if that's the kind of thing, Marc, that's likely to upstage the whole summit. Or, of course, his issue with China could also upstage the summit. What do you think?
I don't think there's any question that, we'll get some drama of the kind we've seen at previous summits. He's already been preparing it. You mentioned Denmark. He sort of blew up a visit there over Greenland. He's also been talking about NATO spending again. And he's been, talking about Germany and the economy, and sort of putting Merkel in the crosshairs on that as part of his narrative back home. So, yes, I think it's pretty clear that we'll see the kind of, it could be a little bit better. They'll be trying to make it a bit more harmonious than the last one, which busted up over the communique. But the French are, for the first time, are actually ready to try to do this without a communique, if necessary. That would be the first time since the G7 started in 1975. So an indication, that things are beginning to change.
By the way, my personal suggestion is that they offer $1 million tax-free to each and every Greenlander to vote in a referendum. I feel like it could go Trump's way if he does that, and it's only $56 billion in total. Just so we're all on the same page. It wouldn't be that much money for such a massive piece of rich land. Alan, Boris Johnson is going to be at the summit as well. He's already had, let's say, disappointing trips to Berlin and Paris. How is Biarritz going to be for him?
Well, the fascinating thing I find is that we regard that as disappointing, but sections of the UK media they say that he's coming out of this with optimism. So again, we're seeing this disconnect between the European view of Brexit and the UK view. So I think that, yes, undoubtedly he's going to want to try and speak to Macron and to Merkel and the Italian Prime Minister, although he's actually technically resigned and is a lame duck.
Right, Conte's going to be there in kind of a provisional sense.
Yeah, I checked on that last night. He's going anyway, but what can he actually say? Nothing. But yeah, Boris Johnson will undoubtedly try. He's going to have time with Trump on Sunday morning, I believe. And over breakfast, he will try and push the idea of a trade deal. But these things cannot, as far as I understand, just be signed from one day to the next. So I don't think he's going to come out of it with huge reassurances.